Hi, everybody. DJ Yoakley with you. A very special guest at this time, coming off of his third, yes, one, two, three no-hitter of the year, and including in that a perfect game. It is the one, the only, Mr. Landon Beidelschies, the Big Cheese. What's up, dude?
What's up, Deej?
Not a whole lot. Just sitting here talking to one of the areas, the states, the country's best pitchers. So when you hear something like that, you're a humble kid. What's going through your head when you hear people talk about you in such great company of pitchers that you grew up hearing about?
I mean, yeah, thanks for having me on. It's pretty cool to get these honors. It's definitely something I never expected. I always just played baseball and wanted to be around with my friends, but getting all this attention really brings a lot of pressure. It is fun and it's a good situation to be in. I'm really blessed to do what I can do.
So from that standpoint, when you're thinking about your future, you really just arrived on the scene last year. A lot of people in Canfield knew about you, but you really blew up last year. A lot of the press clippings were about you, a big left-hander throwing 90 plus mile an hour fastball with a 75 mile an hour changeup, and you've really relished in that role this year. What kind of things did you do in the offseason to not only mentally prepare yourself for this year, but also physically prepare yourself?
Yeah, so before last offseason, I found Grady's pitching school, and it's really a great place to develop as a pitcher. I mean, they do a phenomenal job up there, getting your mechanics right, working on arm care and getting you stronger. And I'm really blessed to have found, great coaches like that, but also, it's pretty easy to succeed on the mound. You have, talent all around. You have, catcher and in the field to make plays, but the coaches are great too. So it's really just a team effort. I just stepped in and did my role.
And you have a lot of roles. People don't realize that you're not a PO at this point. You play first base, you hit, obviously you pitch. Do you have a favorite part of it? I mean, you love pitching. There's no doubt about it. But if there was a 1A, would it be playing the field with your boys or batting cleanup for the Cardinals?
I definitely like hitting, especially when I'm doing good. If I'm in a slump, sometimes I wish I was just a PO, but I feel a lot less pressure when I'm in the box than when I'm pitching because it's pitching's what I do, and I have to keep performing to keep my scholarship and all that. But hitting's kind of just stress free, and I can go out there and perform.
So take us through. You were committed to, not committed, but you were being looked at by what? Army?
I was committed to Army.
You were committed to Army. Okay, so take me through that process, that recruitment process, and then kind of how you were kind of swept up by Ohio State.
I mean, I'll just run you through my recruiting process. So the off season before my junior year is when I first started going to Grady's, and I'd pop 90 miles an hour on the radar gun. That's the magic number for colleges. So I had probably 30 different schools reach out, and at 16, when you get a look from a military academy, it's an amazing opportunity to go. Never really, once you graduate, never really worry about having to find a job ever again. So once I got the offer from Army, I committed there and played basically my whole junior season and summer season, committed to Army. And as I kind of developed a little more that fall, I kind of, had like a personal change, really. I wanted to focus more on baseball. So I decided to decommit and fortunately got the offer to play at Ohio State, which was my dream school, before I was committed the first time. So it was really no brainer from there.
So from that standpoint, when you're going through this recruitment process, not just once, but twice, and it can be absolutely exhausting. What are some of the lessons that you learned the first time through that you didn't want to have to go through, or maybe you went through but knew the course a little bit better the second time around?
I mean, definitely the one tip I could give anyone that's going through the process now is don't rush it. I mean, you see like all these other kids around you committing, and you feel the pressure to make that decision, but you just got to wait and make sure that it really is the perfect fit. And I think the first time I kind of rushed into that Army decision, but the second time through, I was able to, really feel comfortable with Ohio State, and I wouldn't rather be at any other place.
When did you know that you wanted to play baseball? Like from a standpoint of that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to make it, and at least, and you're pretty much there. Make it a career for yourself. From a standpoint, when did you know that was your goal?
Yeah, so growing up, I mean, I was always on the team, playing with my friends, but I also wrestled and played football. And I feel like I excelled a little more at those sports, and I always thought I was going to be a college football player. But when I got to high school, I kind of started to excel in baseball, and there were other older guys like Dominic Palali that, went on to play college baseball, and it just seemed like something that I could do and that I really wanted to do, and here I am.
We've heard the rumors. We've been part of the games where there's the radar guns, the scouts with the weird looking hats on, the pressures of that, of the possibility of being drafted. Do you let it get to you, or do you just play your game and whatever happens will happen?
No, you can't let the pressure get to you. I mean, it's really cool to be in this situation, and with whatever happens, I mean, I'm just having fun with the process. I know, God will get me in the right place, and I trust my parents and my coaches to help me, make that decision down the line. But right now, I'm just having fun with my friends one last time.
It's a very special team, man. You've been part of a very special crew for a few years now. Obviously, and I asked Nate this, when you guys are thinking about last year, that's got to be some petro in the tank for you guys to motivation to push you this year. Certainly started off on the right foot tonight against Poland. When you think about some of the goals that you have from a team standpoint, the conference title, while that would have been nice, wasn't your ultimate goal. Do you feel like you guys can get there? And what are your expectations for yourselves to be accountable for winning a state championship?
I mean, I definitely think we can get there. Talent-wise, we're probably the best team in the state, in my opinion. And, we have phenomenal coaches that really believe in us and, let us go out there and perform to the best of our ability. But, I mean, we just got to, learn from our mistakes last year and earlier on this year. We kind of hit that losing skid. But, I mean, we can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to just take it one game at a time. And that sounds cliche, but that's truly how it is.
Sure. And nobody's going to put more pressure on you guys than you guys. And I guess that's the question. How much pressure you guys put on yourselves?
I think, there is pressure, but I mean, kind of, Mr. Shields, our principal, sat us down and talked to us, and it made sense to me. And it looks like we're not, having fun anymore when we're playing. There's so much pressure. So I think a big step is taking that pressure off and just having fun with it and letting the talent play.
Fair enough. Now, there's a lot of teams, especially in your guys' not district, but your region, that are going to have a bullseye on your chest and your back. In particular, everybody wants a piece of you. Every time that you go on the mound, everybody wants to be that guy that breaks up the next no-no, breaks up the perfect game. What motivates you? What's the one thing or two things that you go out there before the game, and we see you come off, you're cool, calm, collected after the inning's over. But tonight I saw something I haven't saw for a long time. You got a little amped up. I saw you kind of, shout a little bit, and then you smiled into the dugout. What motivates you? What things kind of go through it, and how do you keep yourself cool, but also stay on that momentum shift?
I mean, I'm just like an ultra competitive person. I hate losing. And not only do I want to win, I just like want to dominate, and it's just like, I want to impress everyone that's there and leave no doubt in anyone's mind that, I'm out there.
All right. You ready for some of the big ones, the random questions from DJ Yoakley?
Oh yeah.
All right. They say baseball players, typically in your high school dugout, 2 or 3 of them are going to be in your wedding one day as your best man and groomsman. Who's the best man and who are your groomsmen at your wedding if you had to pick right now?
Oh, I'm going to have to pick a couple. I know for a fact Nate Shaw is going to be my best man. I mean, he's been one of my best friends my entire life. He's always been there for me, and he really is my best man. You got to throw AJ Havrilla in there. He's pretty awesome. Underrated Jameson Beck. Really funny kid. I love him. I mean, Slanker's going to be in there. Petro will be in there. If I could, I'd have the whole team up there.
Who's throwing the bachelor party is what I want to know.
Oh, Petro. Yeah. That's it right there.
All right. How often, now I don't know this. I've never heard you say anything in my entire life. That's why this is going to be interesting to me. How often do you curse?
Oh, um, I don't know if my parents are watching this, but I have actually cursed before. But yeah,
No.
it's more of I'm not a potty mouth, I would say, but maybe if a kid fouls one off 0-2 and I thought I, did the pitch pretty well, that might bring something out, or maybe a bad call, but yeah, not that often.
That's fair. All right. What is the worst trend that you followed when you were younger?
Oh, definitely. I was a kid that always wore the neon green, like the Nike stuff and the socks up to your knees, and looking back at it, that's just ugly.
All right. You're playing hide and go seek in the dark. What is your biggest fear?
Oh man. I don't even know, man. That's a tough one.
Like an animal? Is it like being
Um,
found? I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I just get like jump scared pretty bad. Like I can't really watch scary movies because of the jump scares,
Okay. I respect that. What is the best time period of your life to this short period of life that you've lived so far?
I mean, it's got to be high school. I mean, it's crazy. I'm gonna be graduating in about a week, and man, it went by way too fast. But the amount of memories I've made, baseball and in school, and I'm really gonna miss it.
What do you do to improve your mood when you have a bad day?
I mean, probably just talk to my friends and be dank as we call it. Maybe like watch a funny movie or something, or listen to music. But yeah, I mean, I don't really get in a lot of bad moods. There's not a lot of things that can really affect me. I just kind of live my life.
What is the weirdest thing that you're afraid of?
Weirdest thing that I'm afraid of? Oh, definitely getting shots like at the doctor's office. I did not like needles at all.
That's me too, man. We're on the same page with that. Get away with me. Get away from me with needles. There's no chance.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the things you want to accomplish outside of baseball before your time is up?
Like in high school, you mean? Or
Either way, or
in
your life.
In life. Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to have a family someday. I mean, but a lot of my goals are, pretty baseball oriented. Obviously, make got comfortable income and, retire one day. Yeah.
Who is somebody that's popular now that you really don't like?
I mean, it's got to be one of those TikTok kids that just dance on the camera, and it just grinds my gears seeing that. I don't know.
For all the ladies out there, where is the best place Landon Beidelschies would have a date?
It's putt golf's really fun. I took my girlfriend there the other day, and it was a lot of fun.
All right. What smell brings back the best memories for you?
Best smell. Probably pancakes. My mom used to make them like every weekend or every like Sunday morning. Like she makes the best chocolate chip pancakes. A lot of my friends can attest to that. But yeah, probably the smell of those when I wake up in the morning.
Do you have pets?
Yeah, I have a couple. I have 4 dogs.
Okay. What is the best name of a pet you've ever had?
Best name. Wow, that's tough. I have a good one. My mom got me a puppy, and it was called the breed was a Jack Russell.
Okay.
And you'll never guess what I named him.
Jack Russell?
Yeah, named him Jack.
That a boy.
Yeah.
Nice and I like it. See, nice and easy, common sense. Okay.
Yep.
What are you best at?
Probably baseball, yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm not bad at math, but I don't really like doing math.
Okay. Neither do I. Most people don't.
Yeah.
What makes you most nervous?
I don't like in baseball. I don't really get nervous much, but
do Do you get nervous before like tests or anything like that?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like before maybe a big test, I get pretty nervous. Maybe if I don't feel prepared.
Who besides your parents has had the biggest impact in your life?
I mean, some of my early wrestling coaches, I would say, they really pushed me to, become a tougher person. And also Coach Niddle and, all of our coaches have really, helped me become who I am.
What useless or weird talent do you possess that nobody really knows?
Oh, man. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Hey, I don't even know. You might have to come back to that one.
Okay, we'll pass. What's the funniest TV series you've seen?
Funniest? I mean, The Office, definitely.
Who's your favorite character on The Office?
Dwight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shroot Farm Beats.
Yeah.
What TV show do you want your life to most be like?
Oh. Honestly, I'd have to say The Office, honestly. Like, that's just to have that kind of work environment just seems really entertaining.
You'd have your own beet farm?
Yeah, I'd have my own beet farm. Wow, man.
All right, let's get serious for a minute. I mean, your family, I've got to know a lot over the past 2 years. Love your folks. They're phenomenal people, and I can only imagine the way they are for you. Talk to me about your parents, your support system, why they're so important to you, and how supportive they've been over the course of your life.
Yeah, I mean, they're everything to me. They've sacrificed so much to, put me in the position I am today. I mean, my dad's paid thousands of dollars over my career with development and different travel teams, and he's driven hundreds of miles to tournaments and practices. And, I really can't thank him enough for that. I just hope I can pay him back one day. And my mom, she's my number one fan. She's, been there for me every day, whether I do good or bad. I mean, she's always cooking for me and cleaning my dirty uniforms. And, I really, love her for that.
All right. So the question I have is, out of the pictures that your mom has had up to this point of your countdown to the last day of school, which one's the most embarrassing for you?
Oh, definitely the cowboy. My friends were able to get a hold of that, and it hasn't been good.
Oh, I can't wait. Like, that might be your picture for your profile picture, is the cowboy.
Oh man, yeah.
Is there one that she's holding on to for the last day?
She's definitely got some locked up in there that she's waiting to release. But yeah, she's got so many pictures of me. She's running out of storage on her phone.
She's a professional photographer for you, man.
Yeah.
That's what, and that's awesome. And I love the fact that she's taken a step back so she could take all of your last season in. I know that it's been such a great ride for you, LB, and I can't be more proud of you to be associated, to be able to talk with you and chop it up, talk baseball, talk life. It means a lot to me. So thank you so much for all you do. One of the coolest things, and I don't know if you've heard this yet, one of the coolest things about you is there's so many comparisons to a guy that I've got a long history with in Aaron Walker. He was at a couple of your ball games, and he just speaks so highly of you and the talent that you have. So keep going, keep fighting for your dreams. We're proud of you. We're always going to root for you, no matter if you're a baseball player or not. You're a great kid all around. You're going to be a great young man as well. So keep doing what you're doing. Good luck trying to win that state championship. We're behind you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.